Hello everyone, I am A.T. Talware. I am going to explain the isentropic efficiency of compressor and turbine and one numerical on it. So this is the lecture number 4, third part on gas turbine power plant. This is the temperature versus entropy diagram, and here 1 to 2 process represents the reversible adiabatic compression process in the that is reversible adiabatic compression process in the compressor, whereas this 1 to 2 dash is the actual compression process which occurs in the compressor. Similarly, 3 to 4 is the reversible adiabatic expansion process in the turbine. This is ideal process, and the actual process is the polytropic process, that is 3 to 4 dash, that is polytropic expansion or actual expansion in the turbine. Now, in order to account for this actual process which occurs in the compressor and the turbine, we have defined the two efficiencies, that is the isentropic efficiency of compressor and isentropic efficiency of turbine, so that we'll get the actual temperature at the exit of the compressor and at the exit of the turbine. So let us will define this isentropic efficiency. Now, the isentropic efficiency for the compressor is equal to the work input required in isentropic compression divided by the actual work required. So here in this diagram we can refer this work required in isentropic compression is equal to, that is Cp T2 minus T1. So this is the isentropic compression. So how much work is required? So that is Cp into T2 minus T1 divided by actual work required. Actual work required is equal to Cp, the temperature rise, that is T2 dash minus T1, T2 dash minus T1. So this equation is represented here, that is written here, that is equal to this Cp is common, we can cancel it, and we get this T2 minus T1 upon T2 dash minus T1. So in short, we can write the isentropic efficiency of compressor is the isentropic temperature rise to the actual temperature rise. Next, we'll define the turbine is isentropic efficiency. So that is, here we can represent this. So actual work output divided by isentropic work output. The actual work output is equal to Cp, actual temperature drop is T3 minus T4 dash, divided by the isentropic work output, that is Cp T3 minus T4. So if we'll get this expression, the T3 minus T4 dash divided by T3 minus T4. So wherein we can say in short, that is the actual temperature drop divided by the isentropic temperature drop. So in this way we have defined the compressor isentropic efficiency here and turbine isentropic efficiency. So here the important thing that one has to note down, that so here the ratio should be less than 1. So here in case of the compressor, this actual temperature, this isentropic temperature rise is less, so that we have to consider in the numerator, and the actual temperature rise we have to consider in the denominator. Whereas for the turbine, the actual temperature drop is we have to consider in the numerator, which is less, and the isentropic temperature drop we have to consider that in the denominator, since it is a more than this quantity. So always we have to remember this ratio is always less than 1. Now we'll solve the one problem on it. The problem statement is like this: the compressor and turbine unit of a small gas turbine plant have an isentropic efficiency of 85%. The inlet air temperature to the compressor is at 15 degrees Celsius, and The maximum temperature during the cycle is limited to 700 degrees Celsius. The pressure ratio is 4. Assume Cp is equal to 1.1 and Cv is equal to 0.786 kilojoules per kg per Kelvin. Calculate the specific output and the overall efficiency of the cycle. Neglect all other losses. So here, if you read the problem statement carefully, what is given, the isentropic efficiencies of the turbine and compressor is 85%, both are equal. Now we have to calculate the overall efficiency and the specific output. So here what is given, gamma we can calculate. The solution starts from this point. Gamma is equal to Cp by Cv. That we have kept the values of Cp and Cv. So that comes to 1.4. T1 is given 15 degrees Celsius. So this turbine inlet is given 15 degrees Celsius. That we need to convert that in Kelvin, 288 Kelvin. T3 maximum temperature is given 700 degrees Celsius. Convert in Kelvin plus 273, that comes 923 Kelvin. Pressure ratio is given 4. Pressure ratio is given 4, that is Rp is equal to 4. Turbine efficiency and compressor efficiency both are equal, that is 0.85. Cp is equal to 1.1 kilojoules per kg per Kelvin. Cv is equal to 0.786 kilojoules per kg per Kelvin. Now we'll find out the temperature T2 and temperature T4. Now first we'll find out the specific output. For the compressor, we can write down the equation for isentropic compression here. T2 dash divided by T1 is equal to Rp raised to gamma minus 1 upon gamma. By keeping the values, we get the T2 dash is equal to 427.9 Kelvin. Then the compressor efficiency, isentropic efficiency of compressor is equal to T2 dash, that is actual temperature rise to the isentropic temperature rise. Okay. So here, this isentropic temperature rise to the actual temperature rise. So that is this isentropic efficiency of the compressor is given, that is 85%, means 0.85 is equal to T2 dash, just we have calculated, that is this value we have kept here, minus T1 dash is known, T2 and T1, T2 is as it is, that is T2 minus the T1 is 288. From this equation, the T2 is found out, that is 452.6 Kelvin. Now for the turbine, we know that for the turbine, here the T3 divided by the T4 dash, that is isentropic temperature ratio, is equal to the pressure ratio, that is Rp raised to gamma minus 1 upon gamma. From this T4 dash, this T4 dash we can calculate first. That comes 654.8 Kelvin. Now the isentropic efficiency of turbine is equal to the isentropic temperature drop T3 minus actual temperature drop, that is T3 minus T4, because this is less quantity, divided by maximum temperature drop, that is T3 minus T4 dash. So by keeping these values here, so we found the T4 is equal to 702.5 Kelvin. Now we can find out the specific output is equal to Ws, that is net power output, Wt minus Wc. By keeping these values, so we can find out that Ws, so specific output, is equal to 116.5 kilojoules per kg. Because the mass we have considered 1 kg, so the unit will be specific out. The unit of specific output is kilojoules per kg. Now the overall efficiency is equal to the specific output, that is work out specific output, that is the net work divided by the heat supplied. So that is Ws upon Cp T3 minus T2. So by keeping these values, we got this is 20.2035, means 20.35%. That is the overall efficiency. Thank you. We'll stop here.